Hey YouTube, welcome back to my show, The Leopard Cat, where we are fun, sexy, fearless, independent, and always opinionated. I am here to finally do my long-awaited review for AHS 1984, episode 6. We'll do 6, 7, a little bit of 8, and then the finale, which was crazy. Start by thumbsing up this video and sharing it on Instagram and Twitter. And let's go. This was the 100th episode, and it was a pretty good episode. It's 1985, and Richard Ramirez and Mr. Jingles are held up in this hotel. And this woman comes there, and Richard is like, she's trying to tell him to turn his TV or his music down. He won't do. He wants to kill her. And Mr. Jingles is just fed up. So he decides to ditch Richard Ramirez. I guess he tells some people or calls the police on him. He's arresting all these people in town, try to uh, kill him and take him down for the police to take him. But what irritated me was that Mr. Jingles let him know that it was him. I'm like, he didn't have to ride past, letting and he gonna want his revenge. But maybe he just wasn't thinking that, he would get out. They show Brooke on death row, and she is just so fed up. She has given up all hope, you know. And then we go to 1989. They show him in at the camp while the ghosts appear to him, and Montana's trying to turn him on and all that. And they end up killing them. Like Xavier and Montana are like going on the killing spree. Like they're fed up with being good. Xavier's like, I was good, got me nowhere. I got in an oven and locked in the oven, and I saved Margaret, and she ended up killing me. Screw being good. I just want to be bad. And Ray is kind of fed up and trying to be good. So they keep having Ray try to clean up the dead bodies, and he's just so tired of it. Margaret is on the lifestyle of the rich and the famous with Trevor, who we thought was dead, but he is actually her husband. And they show back when he was in the hospital, and she was just like, you're going to be my husband because I need somebody by my side, and they can't make you testify against me. He was just like, I started to testify against you, but I knew you had money and lawyers and all this power, and I had none. So she was like, okay, you're going to be my husband. And he's doing all this cocaine and all that. He's so tired of her. And she's buying all these houses that belong to these crazy serial killers. They hear that Brooke from the guy from Roanoke, the little short guy, they hear that Brooke has lost her last appeal, and they want to go to her execution. I actually like the fact that Trevor didn't die. That was kind of a good twist to it. Margaret wants to arrange a music festival at the camp to raise money and all this crap. Mr. Jingles has gotten away. He has literally gotten married, has a little boy, and he has a job at the video store rewinding videos. Richard hears about the festival and vows to escape prison in order to finish his killings. And I'm just like, oh my God. And he ends up doing this like ritual seance thing where he has one of the guards possessed by the devil come and get him out of prison and square him out. And I'm like, ain't this a bleep? And then Brooke is literally getting ready to get executed, but she doesn't die because Donna saves her life. Donna saves. You're just like, what in the holy crap? That was a good twist to it. I'm like, oh my God. And Mr. Jingles' wife is killed by Richard, and he takes his son to his wife's sister and just like, I can't raise him. You got to keep him. I got to go back to the camp and finish what was supposed to be done. I got to go kill Richard so he doesn't come after Bobby. And I'm just like, wow. Wow, that is really something. Well, that was episode 6, the 100th episode. It was a cute episode. I mean, I expected more for it to be the 100th, but I guess it was okay. It was still pretty good. Then we got episode 7 with my girl Lily Rabe. My favorite Lily Rabe character on AHS is Misty Day. Love Coven, that's my favorite season, and I love Misty Day. So she is playing Mr. Jingles' mother at the camp years ago. And Mr. Jingles had a younger brother whose name was Bobby, hence the name of his son. And basically she is there like she doesn't really like Mr. Jingles. Her son is his brother's her favorite, and he's just kind of like, they couldn't be more different. So she tells him, keep an eye on Bobby. And they try to go swimming, but Mr. Jingles ends up going to like spy on these people making out. So his brother goes into the water all by himself. And I'm just like, oh my God, he's going to drown. He's going to drown. And of course, he doesn't drown, but these people in his boat end up hitting him and killing him. And the mother finds out and she is freaking out. She is blaming Mr. Jingles and everybody else. She is so upset and angry. She was like, you should have died. It should have been you. Lily Rave ate this role up. It was just so sad. I was like, you're the parent. Like, if anybody should be blamed, it should be you, because you should have been keeping a watchful eye. Don't blame it on your son. Brooke and Donna show up at a hotel, and she tells her that she saved her so that she can have a better life. And I'm like, good looking out, Donna. I just at this point hope that Brooke was not trying to play Donna, but she told her, she gave her a muscle relaxer instead of the drug to kill her, and she nurses her back to health. They go to the skating ring and they have this little 80s montage, and who do they run into? Dylan McDermott. He's playing this hitchhiker guy, and I'm like, this was better than the 100th episode, because we got Lily Ray, Dylan McDermott, and basically they end up talking to him, giving him a ride, and he helps them with their card and he gives them a ride. I'm like, let's just give a total stranger a ride, and they don't even see all these missing women signs up. He is the one who's been killing all these women. So they give him a ride, and then they're having a change of heart. They're like, we've been through too much. You got to get out of this car. But before they can do that, the police show up and tells him to get out the car because they kind of recognize him. And he kills the police. And they're like, oh my God. They try to get away from him. He steals the police car and rams his car into the back of theirs. And they wake up and Donna's passed out on the middle of the street, and he has a gun on Brooke. And Brooke was not taking no mess. She took that gun from him and knocked him out. Ended up getting Donna, backing that car the way up to get Donna. She was like, I ain't doing this. Next thing you know, you see him tied up to a post, and Brooke is cutting off his thumb. And I'm like, good. She's like, your hitchhiking days are over. And I'm like, why didn't she kill him? Like, she should have killed him. But no, she didn't do that. And she's like, I'm walking to Camp Redwood. And Donna's like, I'll come with you. I come this far. So they end up doing that. That was really good. And Mr. Jingles goes back to the camp where he sees all the ghosts, and he tells him his plan to kill Richard Ramirez before he kills his son Bobby. He tells him a sad story, and they, basically they're just like, okay, we understand. And we find out in a flashback that his mother was crazy. She went mad after her son died, whispered in Margaret's ear to go on a killing spree, and tried to kill some of the counselors for Bobby's death, like the ones who were responsible, or including the ones who were responsible, just killing them. Tried to kill Mr. Jingles. He tried to get away, ended up killing her in self-defense. I was like, what the heck is going on? She tried to kill her own son. You know, she has a moment where they meet up and grown up Mr. Jingles, and she was just like, all this time it was you. She was just like, yes. You're like, the wrong son died. I am just so overcome with sadness. Came here to tell you that I never liked you. I didn't really love you. He was just like, I know that. He was like, I love my brother Bobby. I named my son after him, and I came here to kill Richard so he doesn't go after Bobby. And that was just a good ending. Richard shows up and kills the musical act, that they have there. And Mr. Jingles ends up killing himself in order to finish what he came to do. And that's how the episode 7 ended. And it was just a crazy episode. It was definitely one of my favorites. The Lady in White was the name of it. And it was just a good episode. I'm going to do a little bit of episode 8 and do episode 9. But this episode was good. Hope you liked this video. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you liked about it. And I'll see you in my next video.